Was 2% salt for sauerkraut better? Well, no one likes to admit defeat. I'm Lanny, and this is Preserving Today. So in this video, I want to show you exactly what I found out when I did a side-by-side comparison measuring salt by volume at 1 teaspoon per pound of cabbage and sauerkraut measured by 2% salt by weight. I had to find out for myself. And we'll let this go for 18 to 20 days like I usually do, and we'll see what happens. I know how to measure by salt percentages, I just don't want to do it. When I'm in the kitchen, I'm talking to my kids, I'm making breakfast, I'm also chopping cabbage, I'm putting salt on it, it's going in the jar, we have sauerkraut. But there is something to understanding how salt percentages work. I wanted to stretch myself a little bit and try doing sauerkraut at 2% salt. First, here is how you figure out 2% salt for your sauerkraut. You shred your cabbage, you put it in the bowl and you weigh it. And then whatever your weight in grams is, you put it on a calculator, your weight in grams times 0.02, that's your 2%, 0.02 equals, and then it's gonna give you your grams in salt. So that's what I did. Into the cabbage. And then proceed as usual. We're going to do the same thing again, but we're going to do it the way I always do it. I'm going to set my scale to pounds and ounces, put a bowl on, and hit tare, back to 0, and I'm going to put my cabbage in and see what I got. 2 pounds and 13 ounces about. So I'm going to call that 3 pounds, and I'm going to do 1 teaspoon per pound. There's 3 teaspoons and a tablespoon, so you could call it whatever you want to. Same process here. Make sauerkraut. So I can say the 2% one got juicier faster and was easier to mix. This is my other one. Stuff sticking out of the brine. I'm just going to come back later this afternoon and push everybody down. But we have a 2% salt and a 1 teaspoon per pound, and we'll let this go for 18 to 20 days like I usually do, and we'll see what happens. It's been 27 days since I started my sauerkraut. Here I have a jar, 1 teaspoon of salt per pound of cabbage, and on the right I have the 2% salt, which was the math method that I usually avoid. So we're going to taste these. First, appearance. Okay, and now I'm going to smell them. Smells a little farty. 2% salt. Oh, that actually smells better. This one smells like a good sauerkraut. This one kind of smells like farts. Already I'm surprised by the results. It's been really hot. Usually I would go like 20 days, but here we are at 27. So here we go. We got the 1 teaspoon of salt per pound of cabbage, and we got the 2% salt brine. There you go. It's not super crunchy. It's definitely not soft. Nice and tangy, not very salty, which is what I like. No, this is the 2%. Wow, that actually tastes better. Well, no one likes to admit defeat, but somehow I get really excited about it. Being wrong and changing my mind. I have to say that the 2% salt brine sauerkraut is better than my normal 1 teaspoon to a pound. It just has a little more flavor without really noticing that it's salty, but I think the salt brings that flavor out. I think the salt also helps this stay crunchier, because that is not as crunchy. It's so barely noticeable though that I would never complain about this sauerkraut, but this one is absolutely better. What I found out in the end is that the sauerkraut is better at the 2% salt level, and it's not too salty. Did you know I was gonna prove myself wrong? It doesn't have to be 2%, and it's not about safety. I'm probably gonna put a little, like a teaspoon and a half next time I make sauerkraut per pound of cabbage, because I still don't wanna get a calculator out. You don't have to do it either way, and you can still make good sauerkraut. So I hope what you're left with in this video is, yes, a little more salt in the sauerkraut yields a better flavor and a better texture. But I hope you really know that either way, you're not gonna make yourself sick, and don't let anybody bully you into thinking you're doing it wrong. You can play with recipes and make it your own. It's not scary, it's not dangerous. It is super safe. People have been doing it since before the dawn of time. Get fermenting, make your sauerkraut however you like it. I'm Lanny, and this was Preserving Today.